from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy the restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Front Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Better up!
The crack of the bat. Sizzling concessions. Yeah, that's the sound of summer at Haymarket Park. It's been that way for 25 seasons. And in this city, it's not a matter of if you'll catch a game, it's how many.
Safe.
That's because there's always something in play for Salt Dogs fans. From saluting our troops to Friday night fireworks, your local tradition plays on. Let's show summer how Lincoln celebrates 25 seasons. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you looking for a place to host company get-togethers, team meetings, or group events? Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln is the perfect place to host your gathering with private bays available to meet with clients while you swing the sticks and improve your game. Back 9 Golf offers traditional golf opportunities while also providing fun games and activities available for non-traditional golfers on their top-of-the-line full-swing simulators. Learn about their corporate memberships today and gather your favorite groups together at Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln, just off 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
The headlines, they can lie. The scoreboard, it can mislead. But Rudy, whether you like it or not, will keep it real. Get your dose of reality during Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV on 93.7 The Ticket.
That is right. Welcome back for another Friday edition, which will probably be the norm at some point. We'll get that sorted out on the time and when. But again, another beautiful Friday here in Lincoln, Nebraska, on another amazing day. I mean, it's the summer. You expect it to be of sorts like that. But as we're aware, as I've come to grow, this is my second full summer in the city of Lincoln now, and I'm learning that, yes, it is summertime, but things do get a little different here. The weather's not always what you expect, and especially as being someone from the city of San Antonio, our summers can overlap here in what I'm used to. Sometimes it gets a little hotter, but obviously today is nothing to complain about. It's a great Friday we were up at Buffalo Wings and Rings for a majority of the day as well. We had live remote broadcast going on, so that was great. I mean, anytime we're there, they have 50-cent wings going on. If you're still able to make it out, I'm sure some of our talent and producers are still in the building, so feel free to say what's up. I mean, again, just a great day there. It's always cool being a part of not smaller in that sense, but in terms of things you don't expect to kind of come with the job per se. But it's always a great time being there. It's always a great time being with people and sponsors and coworkers that support us like that. And it's always just a great time. I mean, I got some wings in there. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Down a nice little Coke Zero. So it was been a good day so far. Everything's going as planned. But back to the weather here. I mean, it's hot, it's sunny. Nothing to complain about. It's summertime. What that means for us, though, what that means for the baseball-minded folks, what that means for the sports world, is that it is almost time for the Midsummer Classic here. MLB's All-Star Weekend. Again, it has always potential to be one of the funnest weekends around. I'm a designated hitter. Don't care. I'll say that I am. I am a designated hitter at heart. In high school, I made the varsity roster. Got a couple starts in there as a freshman as a DH. Obviously, sophomore year, pure DH. Junior and senior year, I was a third baseman, but okay. At the end of the day, I know where my heart lies, and my heart's going to lie with hitters, and it's going to lie with offense, and it's going to lie with the home run derby. So I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm not too sure if we have any announcements on who will be participating in that just yet, but it's never... The home run derby is always something you got to tune in for, and I'm not blowing smoke here. It is what it is. It is one of the most fun events in all of festivities types of weekends. I mean, the 3-point contest, the slam dunk contest, all those things are kind of losing their shine to me, in my opinion. Maybe that is because I'm a baseball biased mind, but the home run derby just stands out miles above all the others. You think about it. I mean, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s rookie year. Trust me, we're going to tie in Vladimir Guerrero Jr. here shortly. And it's not going to be how some of my friends and some of my people who are tuning in might expect this to go. But regardless, you think about it, Vlad going into that point in the season, I want to say maybe had 3 home runs on the year, wasn't really showing the power that we were expecting. And I understand that might have been his rookie year, or at least his earliest stint in the majors. Goes out there, hits a record 96 home runs in a single night, comes up second place. It is what it is. It was Pete Alonso's year. Pete Alonso could do no wrong in the home run derby for those 2 years, 3 years, whatever it was. Pete Alonso, okay, cool. Have your shine, I guess. But obviously, we got to get into some discussions here because All-Star voting, the finalists have been announced. And we'll start with the National League. I mean, there's nothing too insane. You think about it, Freddie Freeman, one of the best first basemen in baseball. That is your NL finalist, as well as Matt Olson from the Braves. Interesting little note there. Obviously, Freddie Freeman leaves the Braves, gets replaced by Matt Olson. Matt Olson is still doing his thing for the Braves, which is great to see. You got Ozzie Albies, Bryson Stott there at second. CJ Abrams, who is having a great year. Mookie Betts, who is Mookie Betts. At short, Max Muncy and Alec Boehm at third base. You got Drake Baldwin, Will Smith at the Dodgers, and Will Smith has been hurt a majority of this year, which is another thing we'll probably get into as well with, again, the American League. But that's not the problem right now. What we're addressing and what we're talking about is the NL here. You got Andy Pajes, you got Brandon Marsh, Ronald Acuna Jr., Teoscar Hernandez, Juan Soto, Michael Harris Jr., or the second, whatever. And then, of course, Shohei Ohtani is your starting DH, as he is the NL's top vote getter with around 2 million plus votes, which fully expected. Shohei Ohtani, do your thing. But let's just do the math here. I mean, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You have 16 finalists who are already selected. Let's do the math here. Out of those 16, you have 1 Dodger, 2 Dodger, 3 Dodger, 4 Dodger, 5 Dodger, 6 Dodgers, 7 including Shohei. 7 of your 18 are already Dodgers. But okay, let's go through the rest, right? There's still 11 to make some comparisons here because, of course, the Dodgers, best team in baseball. I mean, back-to-back World Series, okay. Like, they have the talent to keep up with it, sure. Matt Olson, Brave. Ozzie Albies, Brave. Drake Baldwin, Brave. Ronald Acuna Jr., Brave. Michael Harris, Brave. That is 5, 7 plus 5 here, guys. 12. There's only 6 remaining spots for any other team to make some move here. And you got the Phillies with Bryson Stott, the Phillies with Alec Boehm, the Phillies with Brandon Marsh. That's another 3 added to it. So then you really have just 3 left, and they kind of get mixed in there with CJ Abrams, which is great. Juan Soto. And who am I missing? Or did I do math wrong in here? Maybe did some math wrong in here. Regardless. Oh, it's because, okay. Either way, you get the point I'm getting at. And again, the Dodgers, most talented team, most money spent, so they're going to pay for some talent, sure. But fan voting is, again, some of these guys are going to deserve to be in there, and some of these guys aren't. That we see it every year. I mean, back in, I would believe Austin reminded me of the year today, 2010, in that era, is when it happened for the Royals. The entire Royals infield and outfield was, I believe, almost exactly all the starters or all the finalists at least. And do I think that is a problem? I'm not going to say no, but I'm also not going to say yes. But I lean towards, yeah, it kind of is a problem because, sure, our votes matter. We're fans. What we think, what we consume, what we spend money for, what we're entertained by. Because at the end of the day, yes, the accolades will be there. And yes, making an all-star game for any sport is never something that people ever diminish, and it doesn't mean less than anything else. But there are some guys this year, more so in the AL, trust me, because we're going to get to this. And a Redditor here on a forum I'm going to read the image off of says, All-Star Game, National League versus the Blue Jays, ? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Let's go through this because this, again, World Series finalist, Blue Jays, Dodgers, talent. There's talent there. But you can't go off of what the names mean. You can't go off of what we're expecting. You can't go off of anything besides what is truly in front of you when this is the case. But I know it's going to come down to simply this. The Toronto Blue Jays have an entire country behind them. And then you have fans in the States like me. I am a Toronto Blue Jays fan. We can get into that. Huge Josh Donaldson guy. That's nothing more to say. I was a huge Josh Donaldson fan. Played third base at the time. I thought I could have a leg kick like him. I was wrong. But anyways, just one of those things. I'm a Blue Jays fan. So part of me is, oh, hey, my guys are finalists. But that just can't be. We'll read off some of the finalists here, and then we'll go into some stats afterwards as well. Because brother. First base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is your finalist, one of your finalists, alongside Ben Rice of the New York Yankees. Shortstop, Bobby Witt, Andres Jimenez. Andres Jimenez is a Blue Jay. Andres Jimenez is not an all-star caliber Blue Jay right now. Is he productive in terms of what the Blue Jays are needing and what they're kind of lacking everywhere else? Sure. Bobby Witt, of course, dealing with some minor tweaks here and there with that injury. He's not sure if you want to say he's going through it, but I mean, apparently he's not on the IL yet, so should be good. If he's not, Andres Jimenez gets slotted up. That's probably your starting shortstop right now, because even if Bobby Witt does come back a little healthier, you're not going to run that risk of running your star player out there, I think, but that's just me thinking. Third base, Kazuma Okamoto. Third baseman, Toronto Blue Jays. He was off to a great start. He really was. He's batting sub 250 now. I mean, he's still a hard baseball hitter. He's a productive guy. Is he an all-star? Probably not. Junior Caminero. Third baseman, Tampa Bay Rays. Should be the third baseman without a doubt. We'll see what happens. Catcher, Shea Langoliers, the Oakland Athletics. Great catcher, great power. Truly a catcher that I've just over the years enjoyed watching. I think the A's are always a fun team to watch. That is one of your finalists alongside Alejandro Kirk. Why is Alejandro Kirk in here? No idea. And again, as a Blue Jays fan, as a Hispanic in my blood, Team Mexico catcher, sure, I understand why I like him. Should he be anywhere near the All-Star game? Not right now. Is he a top 5 catcher in baseball when healthy? Yes. He has not been healthy. He is playing baseball for the first time in 3 months, I believe. He is in his first, not even full month of being back off of the IL and playing minor league baseball to rehab. Why is he here? No idea. DH, Yordan Alvarez, clear-cut choice. Hate the Astros. Kind of a fan of Yordan Alvarez. That should be your DH without a question. And again, these are finalists. This isn't saying that any of the Blue Jays are going to win per se over this, but because again, it should be Yordan. That's not a question. I don't think it's not going to be Yordan. But why is George Springer in this discussion as well? Again, we are going to bring up some stats to truly see if I'm losing my mind. As a Blue Jays fan, I'm calling this out because before I was ever a Blue Jays fan, hey, I was a baseball fan. Just straight up. And this is not great for in my opinion, it's not great for baseball. If you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm losing it, 402-464-5685, Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line. That is the second time I've gotten tongue twisted by that. Send some text in. We can break this down. Or again, hit the YouTube comments. They all come across the screen. We'll answer them all. Let's get to the outfield here. Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Byron Buxton, Cody Bellinger. Those are 4 of your 6 outfielders. The other 2, Dalton Varsho and Jesus Sanchez. Let's start with Jesus Sanchez. Outfielder, Toronto Blue Jays. Okay. Again, do I think he's having one of the more productive seasons for any of the Blue Jays right now, which is sad to say in terms of what we have on the team. But regardless, Jesus Sanchez batting .277, 7 home runs, 29 RBIs. That is not all-star games. That's at least not all-star finalist. That is okay. Well, the Blue Jays needed somebody, throw them in there. But we're not there right now. That's not where the Blue Jays are at. The Blue Jays are a competitive team with good guys to throw in the mix. Jesus Sanchez is not one of them. But hey, what do I know? Let's go over to Dalton Varsho, who's also another finalist, batting .266. Worst batting average. Again, that's still almost top 50 in the league, but that doesn't make you a finalist off the rip. 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. OPS of 778. Okay, I can't hate on that, but also has 68 games played on. I mean, he's not missing too many games. We'll keep it there. Let's go into the infield now. Oh, forgot to mention, and again, I think this is rightfully so for this, what I'm about to get into. Ernie Clement is your starting second baseman no matter what, as he was the American League's leading vote getter. And I think he's also a top-tier second baseman. That's just me. We'll start with Vlad, though, because no, we'll finish with Vlad. I think that's how we'll do this. Let's go to Andres Jimenez, who is going to be battling Bobby Witt to be the starting shortstop for this game. And again, like I said, if Bobby Witt is hurt, it's probably going to be Andres Jimenez. Andres Jimenez batting .231 with 7 home runs, 33 RBIs. Why do all the Blue Jays have 7 home runs so far? No idea. But .231, you are tied for 131st in the MLB. Why are you here? No idea. Let's go to Kazuma Okamoto, third baseman. Again, this is his first year in the MLB. I think he was off to a hot start. He is still finding barrels again. Like, that is not the issue. He is a quality third baseman. Great glove over there at third, great arm, everything. But 241 batting average. I mean, he has 18 home runs right now. I don't hate that he's up there. I think there's maybe some better picks. I think it's going to be Junior Caminero no matter what. But I mean, he's not having a horrible year. I didn't think he was having a bad year. But hey, we'll take it. Now let's go to Ernesto Clemento. Ernie Clement here, batting 294 on the season, tied for 14th, almost batting 300 at the break with 28 RBIs. I believe he is I want to say he's our leadoff guy. So, I mean, the RBIs don't bother me too much. 7 home runs for a guy of his stature, for a guy of his play style, not bad. I don't hate that he's there. I like guys that can hit the baseball. You're top 15 in the league for batting average. I mean, you're top 40 for OPS in there too, but still. He also leads, I believe, either the majors or at least the American League in doubles with 20. So he's having a year worth noting. Maybe he shouldn't be the American League All-Star vote leader. But hey, you're there, deserving, rightfully so. Let's get into what I want to talk about now. If anybody on this text line, if anybody tuning in on YouTube, if anybody tuning in on Twitter, tuning in on the Allo, if anybody tuning in anywhere on the 93.7 The Ticket app, download it, take us wherever you go. If anybody on any of these apps knows me personally, you know that, yes, I collect Pokemon cards. Cool. Yes, I also collect sports cards. And when Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was doing what he was doing in October, I was investing. I said, oh, I need a card here and there. That started my whole card addiction last year. And now I'm looking kind of dumb because let's go through some of these stats. Again, batting average is not the end-all, be-all, nor will it ever be for me. But I'm looking at a guy with a 273 batting average. Not bad by any means. He's top 45 in the league. But you have 4 home runs on the season. 4. For a guy who is the epitome of what power should be. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has had one of the highest XOBAs over the last couple years of any players in the league. And for those who don't know what that means, which not many people do because it's such a nerd stat, it is your expected batting average. So it takes the exit velo and the launch angles and the projections of all your swings and what is the result of your swing. And again, it's obviously not a stat that I think matters, but it is a stat that shows for guys like Vlad, guys like Schwarber, guys like Judge, that, okay, you're hitting the screws off the baseball. It's going right to somebody. Your expected batting average is this. And again, I'm not saying that the stat matters to the All-Star games. I'm not saying it matters to what makes a player great, but when that number's higher, you're doing something right. Baseball's an unfortunate sport. We know this. You're doing something right. And that was always the promise because it was like, okay, he's doing something right. It's going to be okay. You're batting 273, which isn't horrible, with 4 home runs. So if you go to ESPN, for the batting average, it says 43rd, which is what his rank is amongst MLB players. He is the 43rd highest batting average in the league. RBIs at 32. He's tied for 115th. Again, okay. OPS 714. He is the 93rd highest. For his home runs, he's not even tied with anybody worth noting like that. It just says 150 plus. There is 150 guys ahead of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for home runs, and it's not by some small margin. For him to have 4 home runs at this point right now into the season, you should not be anywhere near the All-Star game. And again, 273, respectable batting average. 273 with 4 home runs from a guy like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. should not get you anywhere near a game in the middle of July. It just shouldn't. It should not. I don't care how much I want to say that that's my favorite player, because it is, and how much I've enjoyed Vlad and how great I think that the Blue Jays were last year and how great everything is for baseball like that. With these numbers, again, these aren't all-star numbers. Do I think he's going to make an all-star game again? Absolutely. Do I think he's going to make 10 more over the next 20 years in his career, however long he plays? Yeah, I would hope so. Do I think it's really going to be 20 years? Probably not, because he's 27. But still, you get what I'm getting at. I think he is going to be a successful almost said it. I think he's going to be a great player. But not this year. This isn't your year. And that's perfectly fine. You have guys that have bad first halves, and they're called second half heroes for a reason. Let's go over to Ben Rice, Yankees first baseman, who Vlad is also a finalist with, and was blown out of the water with votes. I think Vlad was around the 1.3 million mark at some point. Ben Rice was at 500,000. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. Do I think Yankee fans can probably step up the voting metrics? Yeah, they probably should. Ben Rice, 281 batting average, already has Vlad beat on that. But again, does that matter too much to me? Not when you're looking at guys like this. Ben Rice is 4th in the MLB in home runs with 22, tied for 11th with 53 RBIs, and tied for 20th with OPS at 956. This is your all-star game first baseman. It should be. He should be leading in votes at first base. That is it. And that's my problem. All-star voting is out of hand. All-star game voting just makes, yes, it involves the fans. Yes, it's engagement. Yes, it's great. Guys can kind of get some, okay. But for, like the Redditor said, for it to be the National League versus the Blue Jays is absurd. Now, at this point last season, the Blue Jays were on top of the world. The Blue Jays are playing some great baseball. The Blue Jays were doing everything possibly right. They were one of the hottest teams at this point last year. This isn't last year. This is not the team that made the World Series go to Game 7. I promise you it's not, guys. And that is what is going to not ruin baseball because we're not there yet. But I don't know what the combative solution is for this, but it is just, and I don't like using this word. I don't like using the word mockery. But it kind of is because you're going to have guys that this is going to happen to every year, sure. But it is just insane to me how the fact that you represent an entire country in Canada is the reason that all these votes are there, because you do have the whole country behind you. There's nothing to blame there. It is just disappointing to see that we're going to have guys who shouldn't be there. And again, that pains me to say deep down as a Blue Jays fan that I don't want to see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. play baseball at the All-Star game, but I don't, because he doesn't deserve it. Like I said, before I was a Blue Jays fan, before I knew who Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was, I enjoyed baseball. I enjoyed great baseball. I enjoyed watching fun baseball. I enjoyed watching Prince Fielder. I'm not Cecil Fielder age, don't worry. Prince Fielder, basket catch over the shoulder at the All-Star game in Arizona. I enjoyed seeing Mike Trout lead off home run. And again, we're going to get some of these guys again. They're at good shapes in their career now. But fan voting there's got to be a tweak. There's got to be some, I don't know, because you can't not vote for players, but I just don't know if there's a way that MLB can make it a stricter guideline of, okay, here are your options. Vote from this, not have free reign. And I understand that's what the next round is, sure, but it's just, it is interesting in a way that I'm not a fan of, because the way I'm going to simply put this, if it was any other team that had this type of exact scenario going on where your worst players are somehow all-star finalists, I'd be livid. Am I still going to tune in? Am I going to maybe buy Vladimir Guerrero Jr. All-Star game jersey? Yeah, I probably will. But that's the problem. Like, he shouldn't be here to begin with. Some of these Blue Jays shouldn't. Some of them should be in the running. Some of them should not be finalists. We didn't even get to Alejandro Kirk. We'll start the next segment off with that. Again, this is Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
The crack of the bat, sizzling concessions. Yeah, that's the sound of summer at Haymarket Park. It's been that way for 25 seasons. And in this city, it's not a matter of if you'll catch a game, it's how many.
Safe.
That's because there's always something in play for Salt Dogs fans. From saluting our troops to Friday night fireworks, your local tradition plays on. Let's show summer how Lincoln celebrates 25 seasons. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
Reality is setting in. Now back to Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV on 93.7 The Ticket.
That is right. Welcome back. Quick break there. We're back. Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV here. 1040 O Street down on Lincoln. Again, if you're in the area, stop on by. Doors might be locked, but our window is always open, so come wave by. Come wave high. It is what it is. Let's just wrap up with what we were kind of getting at here. One final Blue Jays comment here, because this is absurd. And I want it to be known that as a Blue Jays fan, absolutely hate it. But let's look at Alejandro Kirk's stats, okay? Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Trust me, guys. This is... Brother. All right. I'm pulling up one more set of stats here because this is... I want the eyes to be seen here of what I'm going to be getting at here of why this is absurd and insane and all the above. All right, fellas. Let's just talk about Shea Langoliers real quick. Catcher, Oakland Athletic. Whoa, Las Vegas Athletics / Sacramento Athletics. That's on me. 28 years old, 5'11", 205. Okay, cool. We got all that out of the way. He's batting .264, which is tied for 61st. Okay. You don't really look for average out of a catcher. I'm going to be real. That's not a stat that jumps out of the way every time. If you have a high average catcher, great. But he's at 19 home runs, which is tied 10th in the league. 42 RBIs, tied for 48th. And then an OPS of 834. Not bad numbers by any margins. Right? Okay. You should be here. Like, there's no. Okay. You have the respectable numbers. I like what I'm seeing. Now, let's go look at Alejandro Kirk, who is also a finalist here for your Toronto Blue Jays. Because, again, if voting's the reason, if voting is the answer, if voting is what is going to get these guys in there, you're probably going to see Alejandro Kirk behind the plate. Is he a top 5 catcher in baseball when healthy? Absolutely. That's not the issue. The issue is he hasn't been healthy, he hasn't been playing, he hasn't been nothing. Let's look at this. He's at 14 games played this season. 14 games. Why is he eligible for any type of voting? Like, that is the hill I will die on, because it is not a hill that I'm embarrassed to die on. It's not one that I'm mad about dying on. Why is a guy with 14 games, 51 at-bats, able to even be voted for? Like, this is the MLB's fault. I can't blame Toronto fans. I can't blame the Royals fans when it's the Royals. I can't blame anybody else because it is MLB's fault. Why is he on a ballot? Why is he, haven't even said a single thing about his stats yet, mind you, okay? Batting average, 196. Not even worth putting the 150 plus up here, mind you, on ESPN. He's batting 196, not even batting 200 in the year. Home runs, singular home run. And I think it came before he got hurt, which is awesome. Yep, in his last 5 games, no home runs, and he hasn't played in a while. 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 544 OPS. For those who don't know, your OPS is on base plus your slugging. That's a horrible number. I don't know. I mean, the Blue Jays are playing some terrible baseball, and it's reflecting with some of our players, and it's reflecting in the All-Star game, but it's not reflecting in the voting. And I enjoy the fact that you're able to vote for whoever, because yes, there are some guys who CJ Abrams, you do need more recognition. You do need more shine. You're on a smaller market team in terms of the Nationals. So yeah, vote him in. Get him in there. I'm glad that he's a finalist. But Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Jesus Sanchez, these guys should not be near the All-Star game this year. And it's embarrassing. But it's where we're at. And I think the only way to combat it, like I said, maybe the MLB has to be strict on it, because it's, yes, you want your favorite guys to play. I would. Like, I want Vlad in there. I want Jesse Winker in there. But not like this. Not when it's undeserving. That is the thing. It is undeserving of how the All-Star voting is being done. You're getting guys in there off a popularity contest, which it always is. I'm not going to act like this is some brand new foreign concept that's just coming to me now. And, oh, guys, look at this revolutionary idea I created. No, we all know this is the case. But to see it to this extent is pretty embarrassing. To see it to this extent of guys with literal single home runs who aren't batting 3-something, who aren't the Luis Ariases of the world, who I'm sure Luis Arias is more than 1 home run. But anyways, it is just embarrassing. It's not what the All-Star game should be. You recognize the best of the best. Let them have fun. It's a great day for baseball. Yes, no one's complaining at the fact that you get to see star talent like Vlad, but it's embarrassing to see him over Ben Rice. It's embarrassing to even see him over Paul Goldschmidt. It's embarrassing to see him over Nick Kurtz. Like, it is embarrassing to the max, and I hate that I'm a Blue Jays fan for it. But anyways, is that the only baseball going on? Absolutely not. If you're in Lincoln, the Salt Dogs, I believe here, let's give it a gander here. Yep, okay. Also have All-Star games coming up in July, mid-July, but we'll be playing all the way through early September, which is a ways away, but you know it's not a ways away. Tonight, 7:05 p.m., the Lincoln Salt Dogs do take on the Chicago Dogs, who I'm a fan, not of, I'm a fan of their logo. Simply just a hot dog. Simply just a glizzy. You got a doubleheader tomorrow as well, starting at 3:05 against the Chicago Dogs, with a wrap-up of the series coming on Sunday at 1:05 p.m. And then back for more action the exact next day. Monday, you got Fargo Moorhead coming to town, and Tuesday as well. Both games starting at 6:35, with the conclusion of that series on Wednesday, 6:35. And then they take the road for the weekend. So again, if you're trying to get to a Salt Dogs game, now's the time. Maybe let's go through the team real quick. Team schedule. All right. Okay, this is a harder website to read, but that's okay. I will say I do know that the Salt Dogs aren't having the greatest of seasons, but that's not even to diminish anything. There's new coaching staff. There's a lot of new changes surrounding the Salt Dogs, and I think I've liked kind of what is being done here. Obviously, again, the results are one thing, and that's not, no one's ever okay and content with losing, because we're all competitors here. But I think the coaching staff is doing its best. Not even in a way to kind of backhand that. Like, I truly mean that. I'm trying to pull everything up here for you guys. James Frisbee, manager here. I've been to couple games this season, respectfully. Both games, or 2 games that I went to, I did see managers get ejected. And I'm not highlighting that, but here's my thing that I do. I do think ejections can fuel a team. And I think that is what is the not playing here, because that sounds bad. But with James Frisbee here, I mean, he's a guy that you can tell is passionate and animated in the right ways. Yes, Sure, one of those ejections went viral. But again, I'm not even seeing it in a bad light. And I know it's not a crazy thing to say because I've been on teams where coaches have almost been ejected. I've never seen a coach get ejected in my eyes or in my playing style, but you can feel when you have a coach that's willing to fight for you and you have a coach that is willing to literally put everything on the line and get thrown out of a game for you because it was a bad call or because something went wrong. But there's also times we see it in the MLB and we see it at all levels of baseball. It gets done to a point of, hey, maybe we need a spark in our dugout, and this is what's going to provide it. Whatever the answer may be, I've always enjoyed a coach who's willing to bat for his guys, whether it's the highs of highs or the lows of lows, whether you're on a losing streak or a winning streak. I want to know my manager and my coach has my back, and I think that is what you're seeing with the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Again, are the results what anybody wants? No. You can ask the players that. I've spoken to former players. I've spoken to current players. You know that that's not the outcome. Nobody ever shows up to the ballpark saying, man, we lose, it is what it is. No, they all take the ball. They all take the bats. They all want these at-bats and everything. And I'm not saying that to say, okay, it is what it is, because it's not. You want the results. But they are coming off a win last game at Fargo-Moorhead. They got the momentum. I mean, there's been more W's this month than I believe last month in May. And they've already played more games. So they're on a better path here. Again, you're going to see competitive baseball. And I want people to understand that with the Salt Dogs. It might not be the MLB title with it, but you are seeing some competitive baseball because you're seeing guys that are, again, this is my gripe with not professional sports as a gripe, but with collegiate sports, with minor league types of sports, I believe these guys are more hungry than those in the MLB because you're not there yet. You get to the MLB and you get to the NFL and you get to the NBA, sure, you can maybe take that foot off the gas slightly. Some people don't, some people do. We see it. But I think with these guys who play for the Lincoln Salt Dogs, you don't have the luxury of doing that. You don't have the luxury to take a day off. You take a day off, hey, your contract's probably getting pulled. It is what it is. And so I think these guys take that field with that sense of urgency, that sense of hunger. And you're going to see some good baseball. You're going to see guys who are sitting 96, 97. You're going to see a lot of just good baseball being played. And again, I don't want people to think that these losses or that the record or the season with the new changes is something that's, this is just not. No, it's baseball worthwhile. It's baseball in your own backyard. It's competitive baseball. You're going to see former collegiate guys, former D1, all the way to through D3 talent. It is good baseball. You're going to see guys who are Josh Rader, for example, former Husker, former Yankee draft pick, battled his way through the minor league systems, ends up at the Lincoln Salt Dogs, fighting for more chances and opportunities, gets them. And it's just, that's the thing. You don't know how these guys get here, but you know they all want to use this to further their career. And I think we see that in so many of these games. And it's awesome. I mean, it's baseball. It's affordable baseball. And it's right down the road at a beautiful park like Haymarket Park. So again, if you need something to do, you got about 30 minutes to get down to Haymarket Park for game 1 tonight, or you got about 9 hours to get your tickets for tomorrow's game, whatever the case may be. Well, that was horrible math. You got about 15 hours to get your tickets for your game tomorrow. Whatever it is, the Lincoln Salt Dogs, amazing baseball. I mean, you make memories there. In the games I've been to, there's always some memory attached to it, and it's the same for all the fans we talk to, all the kids you get to see just having fun. It's the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Why would you not want to be there? With that being said, we're going to wrap up our second segment here. Come back with a topic that's probably gonna trickle over to our second hour here. USA losing last night. Did it matter as much as people were probably blowing it out to be? Probably not. Did it matter to an extent? It did. We'll be talking about that and so much more here on Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2600. 888-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
The crack of the bat. Sizzling concessions. Yeah, that's the sound of summer at Haymarket Park. It's been that way for 25 seasons. And in this city, it's not a matter of if you'll catch a game, it's how many. That's because there's always something in play for Salt Dogs fans. From saluting our troops to Friday night fireworks, your local tradition plays on. Let's show summer how Lincoln celebrates 25 seasons. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Played Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you looking for a place to host company get-togethers, team meetings, or group events? Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln is the perfect place to host your gathering with private bays available to meet with clients while you swing the sticks and improve your game. Back 9 Golf offers traditional golf opportunities while also providing fun games and activities available for non-traditional golfers on their top-of-the-line full-swing simulators. Learn about their corporate memberships today and gather your favorite groups together at Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln, just off 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Reality is setting in. Now back to Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV on 93.7 The Ticket.
That is right. Welcome back to a final quick short segment here. Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. As promised, we'll be talking a little bit about the U.S. national team's match last night. Now, I know that the game mattered, not necessarily in terms of what was already accomplished, what was already advancing on and everything, but either way, my biggest thing when it comes to this point of the moving on and advancing into the next rounds and such, it is not some secret that momentum is a thing. And do I think this loss is going to kind of throw U.S. off track? Not necessarily. But I also think that it showed, one, that the depth of this U.S. team maybe is not up to par. And I'm not saying that, they're going to need every single person that played yesterday to keep playing like that. But now it's not like, now you advance. Okay, fine. That wasn't too surprising in terms of just simply being talent-wise. Do I think the U.S. is always going to be a team that is going to be competing for it all? No, I mean, hasn't been, and it's not a diminishing thing to say that. But you really think about it, this could have been a great showing to go undefeated in the opening round, and I think that's more of where my not question lies, because again, you saw teams like Mexico who did it, and maybe sure rest some of these guys, that's okay, but again, it's the World Cup. You ride as much momentum as you can until you can't. And I think it did expose that there is going to be some depth issues that are maybe going to be shown across the way, and we'll see if that comes back to bite anybody in the end of it all. But it's you could tell by the momentum and the emotion and the feeling of it all that it didn't sit right with a lot of the players. Coaches didn't look thrilled. And, I mean, they dominated the group, but you look at their opponents, it was Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey, and it's... I would hope that the backups for Team USA could maybe handle business a little better. And I think the way you lose also looks worse, because you lose in a way that, I mean, you lose at the very end of it all. You lose on literally a goal to end the game, and you go home. Everyone's got to deal with it now. And again, do I think that the team's going to be sulking on it? Probably not. I would hope not. But at the exact same time, you would have liked to maybe end your opening round a little better. Do I think the U.S. is doomed from this? Absolutely not. And I think that they're going to be in good standing. Obviously, they're not going to. Nothing crazy goes on. The next game will be on Wednesday against Bosnia, and it'll be fine. Bosnia went 1-1-1. So I mean, they like you're going to handle business. You'd expect. But it would have been a little sweeter. You would have had more momentum riding into it if you were able to get all three out the way, and I'll just ride that momentum, because it's the same thing I say with any postseason play of anything we ever do here. It's about who can get in and stay the hottest and just keep things rolling. And again, I'm not saying this is going to diminish anything or it's going to ruin any of the momentum that's already been built, but it also is a halt. It's a yield sign when you're going 120. It's okay, White. What just happened? That is how I'm feeling about this. Do I think they're doomed? Absolutely not. But I think in terms of showing where the U.S. could be, showing the strength of their talent, and again, just the group it was in was never one that people were worried about. And for you to drop a game to Turkey at the end, yes, the subs were in this. Okay, fine. That's not the excuse I'm willing to roll with here. I wanted them to take all three. I wanted them to have their cake and eat it too. But they're just not there right now. And I mean, again, is there a run over? Absolutely not. They're going to be okay. Everything's going to bounce back. But I think all of us here Because you saw it on social media. You saw the, not outrage or whatever, but the instant reactions were a lot of, okay, what just happened here? And it's simply being put, the lack of depth. Are they going to need all those guys that played, like I said earlier in the segment? No. But you would have enjoyed to maybe see some of that. We can pull up some stats here, too. We got some time. Somewhere. We're going to figure this out. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's... Here we go. Somewhere in here. France, if you didn't see that, hat trick today. Like that. These are teams who are still showing their strength. These are teams who are still doing what they've been expected to be doing. Why does it stop with the U.S.? Sorry. All right, let's pull things up here. Let's go back to Thursday. Let's go back to statistics here. 3-2 finish. Turkey takes the win. Full time, 3-2. And again, I mean, for that to be Turkey's first win also doesn't sit right. And it's just, these things kind of pile up. I think all the surrounding noise makes it look a little worse than it is. I'm not worried for this team. I'm not worried that they're going to, I don't know. I mean, yes, you were playing with the subs in there, but you also led possession of this game. You had more shots on goal. You had big chances missed here. You had more accuracy in passes. But I mean, Turkey had 5 saves. I expected goals was the 3-2 there on this, and it's just, I don't know. You want more competitiveness, even if it is going to be your bench guys, even if it is going to be your guys who probably won't touch the field for another couple sets of play. It's not a good look. It's not the worst look. It's not a look I think we wanted to see. With that being said, we'll be wrapping up our first hour here on Road Talk with Rudy Gres IV. Again, keep it tuned for more here at 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion with Window World Lincoln. Are you ready to transform your home? We offer exceptional replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing that will elevate your home's curb appeal and value. As a nationally known, locally owned business, we treat you like family and work tirelessly to deliver the best for less. Don't wait to give your home the upgrade it deserves. Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or check out windowworldlincoln.com. Let's make your home the talk of the neighborhood.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $198 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1008623, $198 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 14,000 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 7/6/26.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
If you become ill or injured at work and need an experienced attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court, protect your rights and freedom to get you the best possible results for your case and the justice you deserve. Trust your rights and freedom to Liberty Law Group. Attorneys serving Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive. If you own a BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, or Mini, you know specialized service matters. Our team uses advanced diagnostic equipment, OE equipment, including factory-level software, to accurately diagnose and repair your vehicle. Dealer-level capabilities with hometown service. A1 Automotive, 1117 L Street. You can call us 402-477-4660.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier, furry friends.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
The headlines, they can lie. The scoreboard, it can mislead. But Rudy, whether you like it or not, will keep it real. Get your dose of reality during Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV on 93.7 The Ticket.
That is right. Welcome back to the second hour here of Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. During the break here, wasn't too sure how we were going to tie this into the segment, but we got it figured out now. And by we, simply mean me and you guys. If you want to be part of the show, please do not hesitate. That is 402-464-5685. Got a text from my buddy here. There's some expletives in there, so we're gonna skim past that. Says blank 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 Jacob Mizorowski just hit 105 blank blank blank. For those who don't know, Jacob Mizorowski, second-year pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers, one of the hardest throwing guys in all of baseball, and I will find out how tall he is just to make sure I can say it. Pull him up here. Nah, not ESPN. Let's go Baseball Reference. Oh, great. He is 6'7", 200 pounds. This is a lanky man who can throw baseballs very hard. He threw a ball 105.5 miles per hour today, which some radars round that up to 106. We're going to keep it 105 for now. 105 miles per hour. Now, the crazy thing about this is 105 is first off, in its own right, insane. Because you really have tenths of a second when that ball's coming on just a regular 80 to 90 mile per hour pitch, just in general, mind you. Then you ramp it up to the 90s, then you ramp it up to 95, and then 100. Oh, but wait, there's more. 105. Here you go. And I think the thing that stands out the most is, one, he's in his second year. Two, he's a starting pitcher. He's a starting pitcher doing this. A starting pitcher who, a couple weeks ago, was one hit, I believe, away from a no-hitter with like 12 plus strikeouts. This Jacob Mizorowski is legit. And I think my favorite part of it all, these kids are so young. And I can say kids, I'm sure, now that I'm getting unk status, but he's still older than me, so I'm winning. But Jacob Mizorowski, 24 years old. Just oh my goodness. Like, I know he's good. I know he's elite. I know that fastball is amazing. I know his pitch command is getting there even more as the season goes on almost. But so far on the season, in 93 innings pitched, 15 games started, he's 8-3 with a 1.45 ERA. And in those 93 innings pitched, he has 138 strikeouts. 138 strikeouts. Last year, finished with an All-Star and Rookie of the Year, not winning it, but was 11th in the running here. But that was also up until this point, he has 14 starts in his rookie season, already at 15 up to this point, obviously. One complete game, one shutout, which was that game we just mentioned. How many batters faced? In 353 batters faced, he has 138 strikeouts. 13.4 Ks per 9. Strikeout to walk ratio is 6. Again, as a baseball-minded person, as a DH at heart here, that is scary. Simply because it's been in our heads as we've all grown with the game, whether you're a player or not. You know that the game's only getting better. And that is crazy to me because, again, years prior, before I was born, I'm sure hitting 95 was the magnum opus. I'm sure that was the craziest thing you could do in all of the game. Now you got guys throwing 10 miles per hour harder who are probably going to keep throwing harder as new developments get done, new recover ways. There you go. Quick shout out from Austin on the stream there. Great day again at Buffalo Wings and Rings all day. Fun times, but scared me on the stream there. Had to give a quick thank you. Thank you, Austin. But regardless, Jacob Mizorowski, disgusting, insane, and hey, he can also stand on top of that mound. And again, we're going to get into the mound, actually. Mound height, MLB. Okay. If you're standing in the box, Jacob Mizorowski's on the mound. He's already 6'7". Already is 6'7". You add another 10 inches on top of that. Like, what in the world? And I, as someone who has faced some taller pitchers in my time, maybe not 6'7", but I faced some guys who are 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". And when they're on the mound and that presence is there, you feel it. I promise you, it makes a difference. Not just one of the arm angle of now the fastball is coming from top to bottom. You kind of feel like you have to hit it up more. Like, it is, that in itself is challenging. But then you mix in the fact that, hey, your eye level changes now even more. Now that curveball is going to come even sharper, even scarier. And I promise you, when I use the word scary, I completely mean it. As someone who has done nothing but grab a baseball bat, swing it to my best capabilities and abilities over the last, I'm 23, over the last 20 years of my life or so, I truly mean that is a terrifying feeling. Because, yes, you want to be as comfortable as possible in your mind. You're a hitter. You're stepping in that box. Hey, here's what I got to do. Here's my routine. I'm comfortable. My hands are here. My bat's here. Everything is kind of lined up to where you're trying to get everything on par with yourself. Obviously, on the other end of that, the pitcher is trying to do everything he can to make you uncomfortable. I have faced pitchers, whether that is in scrimmage play at Westland, and I promise you, more in scrimmage play, because the scouting reports are a little different when it comes from guys who see you every day. But I have faced guys who are of this height who will throw a fastball above my 5'10" head. And I'm like, oh, wow, like that thing was really up there. And then here's a splitter in the dirt. And it's like, okay, well, that was scary. And then here's a fastball painted away. Do I trust myself to get to that pitch? I absolutely do. But you know what I'm trying to get at here. It's an uncomfortable addition to what is already an uncomfortable game to what is already intentionally uncomfortable from the pitcher. Because you're going to have pitchers who throw at your head on purpose. You're going to have guys who try to hit you on purpose to back you off the plate. Now you mix that in with 105. But again, the craziest part of it all, he's only in his second year of professional Major League Baseball. And he's getting better, which, do I think he'll hit a plateau at some point in his career? Sure. Do I think that's going to be anytime soon? Absolutely not, and that scares me even more. But my favorite thing of it all, and we'll talk about it too here. Sorry, I had to get back in frame there. My favorite thing of it all, the most, is sure, it is scary. Sure, I had this dialogue with some of my teammates while we were down in Florida for spring break. I said, all right, you get 100 at-bats off of Paul Skeens. Are you putting a ball in play? And by all that means is just you make contact with the ball that goes forward, not straight up, not backwards, not foul. It just has to go straight. That's it. It just has to go that way towards the pitcher, towards first base, third base. As long as it does not stay where you're at or goes behind you or goes up, hey, that ball's in play. Do I think out of 100 at-bats off of Paul Skeens I can get one ball in play? I do. Do I think it probably breaks my metal baseball bat? It probably does. I'm probably going to get sawed off. These guys are good. But here's the thing. The fact that some of these major league players don't do that, maybe I was a little brash in my decision. Maybe I thought I was a little better than I am. Because if you have guys like Paul Skeens who are not sitting, but can ramp it up to 102, ramp it up to 100 with ease, it looks. Now you have guys who get to 105. And again, he's not just doing 105 because you see it from relievers. You see it from closing pitchers. We saw it from Aroldis Chapman in his Reds days. But you're seeing it from a guy who is taught to conserve the energy. You're seeing it from a guy who is expecting himself, because again, no pitcher gets on that mound and expects to only go 5 innings. Sure, some of them probably do. But when you're Jacob Mizorowski, you're the ace of the staff. You know that you're the workhorse. You know that you're going to be taxed with the innings, and that's what you want. So he's never going to go into a game and say, I got to give it my all in the 4th inning. No. He's supposed to be conserving energy, and he's supposed to be doing it the right way, and he is. You're getting complete games. He had a complete game under 100 pitches with 13 strikeouts. These are such talented guys that can do it at elite levels, and they're so young. Connor Griffin, after being on the IL, comes back first at bat of the game. He hits a home run. Like, again, Connor Griffin, the Pirates. Like, here's my thing with the Pirates, because he's going to be an elite shortstop. His defense is going to be great. His hitting's going to be top tier. His speed's going to be there. His fielding's amazing. If the Pirates really cared about baseball, they could capitalize on this. You got Skeens, you got Jared Jones, and now you have Connor Griffin. You also have Brian Hayes in the system. You also have, Henry Davis really didn't do much, but either way, there's teams who have young guys, young cores that could do so much more, and they're just simply not. Not because they're not trying, I promise, but I also want to say on that note, first, for Jacob Mizorowski, craziest thing I think about that entire at-bat and that entire pitch, it was against Pete Crow Armstrong, the hottest hitter in baseball, the best player in baseball right now, which pains me to say because one of my best buds is a Cubs fan, but whatever. He fouled the pitch off. Like, he threw it 105 miles per hour, and he still fouled the pitch off. He still made contact with the pitch. Did he put it in play? No. but he made contact with the pitch. How? No idea. But when you're dealing with guys who are Jacob Mizorowski, Paul Skeens, Aroldis Chapman, guys, again, who can ramp it up to hitters, you kind of have the idea that that might be what is going to be heavy on the platter. So I am surprised. I am still very surprised he touched 105, and I'm even more surprised probably the fact that PCA just fouled it off. It was up and in, 105. That sentence alone probably makes me glad I'm not playing baseball anymore. But regardless, you look at the young talent in the MLB. I mean, we can go on forever. You can include guys like Ellie De La Cruz, Jason Dominguez for the Yankees is kind of stepping it up now. Again, Paul Skeens, CJ Abrams. There are guys around the league who are just playing some amazing baseball and expected to be the face of the franchise with less than 25 years of life on this earth. Bobby Witt's a younger guy as well. Like, baseball's most electrifying young talent includes established superstars under 26. Headliners include MVP caliber anchor Bobby Witt, Paul Skeens, and dynamic threats like Ellie De La Cruz and Jackson Merrill. Completely forgot about Jackson Merrill, not because he's not supposed to be there. But again, there is just so much young talent. Julio Rodriguez needs to return to what his real true form was. But you go to Connor Griffin, he's 20 years old. Roman Anthony of the Red Sox, 21. Jackson Churio of the Brewers, as well as Paul Mizorowski. No. Jacob Mizorowski. 21 years old for the Brewers. Like, these are guys that are going to make these teams obviously better. That's not, again, not a mind-boggling take from Rudy Gres IV here. But if they can do it right, you should not have the issues anymore. The Reds, I got reminded of this today. Ellie De La Cruz turned down the largest Reds contract offer in the Reds franchise history. Do I think he'll probably be a Dodger? Sure. I really do, because, hey, we got to fix that problem, first of all, Manfred. But anyways, like, these are guys that are just so insanely gifted and talented with baseball. And yes, the work is going to be there, the hard work. But you think about it, these guys are just next level. Bobby Witt, 24. Is that accurate? Got to see when this article came out. Because if he is 24, I'm not. 26. Okay, this article is a little outdated. Thanks, guys. But regardless, I mean, we can add two to all of these. Gunnar Henderson, Paul Skeens, J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez, Jackson Merrill, Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Churio, Corbin Carroll, Hunter Green, also from the Reds, Riley Green of the Detroit Tigers, Michael Harris, the Braves, Lawrence Butler, the Oakland Athletics again, Wyatt Langford, the Rangers, Mark Vientos, the Mets, Mason Wynn, the Cardinals. Like, these are guys, Junior Caminero. Like, we didn't even get into Junior Caminero's stats earlier when I was comparing him to Okamoto. But let's just look at it. He has at 19 home runs in the league right now. And I think my favorite thing about this season so far, we've talked about it here at the studio, I've talked about it with DP as well. It's a season that's kind of, there's no true headline going into a lot. Not because nothing's happening, but because there's kind of a lot of little things going on. And kind of your attention's here and your attention's there and your attention's here and your attention's there. There's not one major focus. Like, I remember a couple years ago, it was is Luis Arias going to bat whatever it was, 400? I think is that what we thought he was going to be at or something? Or 350? I don't know. No, it had to have been higher than 350. But either way, I think it was the 400 debate he was having when he was in Miami. And then, of course, he didn't do it. But still, huge Luis Arias fan. I modeled my game after him. But let's go through some of these stat leaders here in the MLB. Your batting average leaders, Otto Lopez of the Mariners, Jung-Ho Lee of the Giants. Otto Lopez batting 340, Jung-Ho Lee 332, Yandy Diaz 331, Brandon Marsh 324, and hey, Luis Arias 321. Pardon, got something in the eyeball here. All right, pitching. Now we'll stay on the hitting. Home run leaders. Here is insane, okay? Do we think we're going to get into this in the second segment because it has been on the mind lately, and it has been something I've not been forgetting to talk about, but something I've been forgetting to talk about. The baseballs themselves, the physical object, are they like we've heard the stories, we've heard the juiced baseballs are a thing rumored. And there was a clip at the beginning of the month of June that Ronald Acuna Jr. was comparing one baseball size to another, just looking at them both, looking at differences in the dugout. Happens to be the best month of hitters up until that point. So things kind of stand out a little bit. Does that diminish any of these stats I'm about to read? Absolutely not. But Kyle Schwarber is about to be at 30 home runs before the All-Star break, which, again, here's one of those things that goes into there's so much going on that we kind of don't mention at all. Kyle Schwarber's at 29 home runs. Byron Buxton, Mr. Speed, Mr. 5-tool athlete, who still has the speed and still is a great athlete. 25 home runs. Yordan Alvarez, 25. Ben Rice, 22. Hunter Goodman in Colorado, 21. He might not get that shine because he is a Colorado Rocky, and that's always going to weigh heavy on the opinions of the media and the MLB fans because you're in a higher elevation. The home runs not should come easier, but you have that adjusted altitude with it. RBI leaders, Nick Kurtz, 62 ribbies. Andy Pajes, 58. Jordan Walker, wow, 58 RBIs. CJ Abrams, 57. Alec Burleson of the St. Louis Cardinals with 57 as well. Go to hits. Otto Lopez is the only guy in the 100 range right now with 107. How many home runs on the year does he have? 6. So you kind of replace Luis Arias in Miami. I know he hadn't been there in a couple years now, but you replace him with basically a carbon copy who can play defense now. Great for them. Because second place in hits, Luis Arias with 96, Yandy Diaz with 95, Yordan with 94, and Jung Ho Lee with 91. Stolen bases up to this point, Nasim Nunez of the Washington Nationals with 31, Bobby Witt 28, J. Ram, Jose Ramirez 24, Jazz Chisholm 24, and O'Neal Cruz 24. I don't think any of these stats of any of these players is truly mind-boggling. But you look at some of these stats, and there's some young guys in these talks. I mean, Otto Lopez, 27, okay, but Jung Ho Lee, 27 as well. Second full year in the league. I believe this is his third season here now. Home run leaders, Ben Rice, 27. Is 27 just what everybody is these days? Jesus. 26, Hunter Goodman. But RBI leader, Nick Kurtz, 23 years old, 19 home runs, 278. If Vladimir Guerrero Jr. ever tunes in, I promise I'm not hating. It should have been Ben Rice, Nick Kurtz for your All-Star finalist for the first baseman, and I'm gonna harp on that forever. And I'm sorry because it is so disappointing. You're missing on some of these guys, and yes, they're going to be voted in there regardless, but it just doesn't make sense. We'll talk about ERA real quick before we get out of here for this first segment here, but Jacob Mizorowski leads all of MLB with 1.45 ERA. Cam Schlittler with a 1.62 as the only guys with a sub-2 ERA. And you go Chase Burns up in Cincinnati with a 2 ERA, 9-1 on the year. I mean, elite guy out of Tennessee, transferred to Wake Forest. It's a guy you enjoy seeing there. I mean, he's fun. He does it all, kind of, in terms of all. But you get that energy, you get that passion from him. I'm big on him. Huge Chase Burns fan. Hopefully that keeps panning out. Christopher Sanchez with a 2.13 ERA. Chris Sale with a 2.14. Wow, good to see him back up there. Eduardo Rodriguez with the Diamondbacks 2.27. Drew Rasmussen with a 2.62. Yoshinobu Yamamoto 2.65. Parker Messick of the Cleveland Guardians with a 2.67, and Justin Wrobleski of the Dodgers with a 2.71 ERA. We'll look into some of these baseballs over the break here. See what people besides myself are saying. Get some context in here. And then we'll see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong. At the end of the day, it's going to be Real Talk because that's the name of the show. Speaking of, make sure to keep it tuned right here, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com. This is Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV. Here on a beautiful Friday, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
The crack of the bat. Sizzling concessions. Yeah, that's the sound of summer at Haymarket Park. It's been that way for 25 seasons. And in this city, it's not a matter of if you'll catch a game, it's how many. That's because there's always something in play for Salt Dogs fans. From saluting our troops to Friday night fireworks, your local tradition plays on. Let's show summer how Lincoln celebrates 25 seasons. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Played Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Played Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you looking for a place to host company get-togethers, team meetings, or group events? Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln is the perfect place to host your gathering, with private bays available to meet with clients while you swing the sticks and improve your game. Back 9 Golf offers traditional golf opportunities while also providing fun games and activities available for non-traditional golfers on their top-of-the-line full-swing simulators. Learn about their corporate memberships today and gather your favorite groups together at Back 9 Golf in South Lincoln, just off 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
Reality is setting in. Now back to Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV on 93.7 The Ticket.
That is right. Welcome back. Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV. Here on 93.7 Ticket, ticketfm.com. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. Not a single cloud in the sky, at least from my angle of where I'm at on O Street. If I'm wrong, I'm technically not wrong. So, again, just a great day being out here. Look through some of the... Because, again, we're never going to get a yes or we're never going to get a no if the balls are juiced. I mean, you could ask Rob Manfred. He might lie about it because Rob Manfred, let's be real, there's a lot of things to pick on that one. But there's heavy rumors, and it happens every year. I mean, in 2019, I think you saw guys putting up insane amount of home run numbers, which is fine. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that either, but Then you see some guys where the totals drop. And it all goes down to the drag on the baseball is what it's called. Obviously, the way it flies through the air. Some years it's higher, some years it's lower. Obviously, it depends on the conditions outside, things like that. So we're never going to get a confirmed yes or no. And we probably never will. But regardless, it's still interesting to think about. Because it wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't. Because it's not. I mean, you really think about it. During the home run race, again, was I born for this? No, but the Sammy Sosa, the Mark McGwire, that era. MLB can look the other way quite often. It can really say, okay, we know what's going on. We'll deal with it later. You might get a slap on the wrist. You might get astroed. Again, I want to go back to Rob Manfred here. Do I think he's one of the best commissioners in sports? No. Do I think he's one of the worst? I mentioned it earlier how I'm not a fan of the Astros because of Yordan, or with Yordan. But I like Yordan Alvarez. Do I like the Astros? No. Just not. I don't know. What I really want to talk about are... Because now we're getting into going back to what I was saying last segment about the younger talent and about a lot of these guys who kind of put the franchise on their back at such a young age. It's crazy to think about. Like, you have guys like, again, Ellie. You had guys like Vlad and Bo when they were in Toronto. You have guys like Tatis, who's maybe having a down year. Also was able to put that team on his back for a little bit. Him and Machado, no idea what's going on there. Slam Diego, nowhere to be found. What's the issue? Who knows? But Manny Machado was not playing some great baseball. He's also getting old. I mean, I don't want to say it's an age thing, but at the same time, it's disappointing. And then you got C.J. Abrams up in Washington, who was supposed to be that guy for the Padres as well, gets traded in that deal with Mackenzie Gore, as we know. But I as much emphasis as we're going to get on the guys who do the most, I always find it interesting to find the guys who aren't. Like Max Clark. I saw this this take, because MLB is obviously advocating and trying to get rules changed to where players won't get drafted out of high school anymore. It wants to be a collegiate only draft. You either finish I believe it is, you'd have to have 2 years of collegiate baseball until you can enter the draft. The rounds go from 20 rounds, I believe, to 12. And I mean, I understand it. You want these guys to be player ready, more ready, sure. But I like the idea that these guys get drafted in high school, because some guys are worth it. The Bryce Harpers of the world. Like, you have guys who are worth getting drafted in high school. And sure, they don't pan out all the time. I mean, we see it pretty often, which is maybe the reason they're going away from this. But Max Clark, I saw this video because he got cut from the big league camps. Not from the team, nothing like that, but at least the big league spring camps. And he had said that it taught him a lot, not just about baseball, but about himself. And I think that is what, if you get rid of having these guys have the failure of being young as part of the game, I think you're getting nowhere. Sure, it is great to have the Mizorowskis, and it's great to have the Paul Skeens, and it's great to have the Bryce Harpers who come out of high school, and it's great to have all of this. But on the flip side, with the guys who maybe underperform, the guys who have too much pressure on them out of high school, the guys who, like that, I mean, the Blue Jays happen every year, trust me. It happens. You have guys that you get drafted with promise, and it goes nowhere. But along the way, they might not pan out in a couple years like you hope. But at the same time, you have guys who do the exact opposite. You have Dylan Cruz, drafted 2nd overall to the Nationals. I don't know if that's going to be the deal. And I want to go on record here saying this. Rock Chalowski of the UCLA Bruins, shortstop number 1. Do I think I'm a hitting coach? No. Do I think I know more than everybody else? No. Do I know more than some people? Yes. There's a certain issue with certain swings that happen, and I call it tipping. Not tipping pitches, but tipping with the bat head. Because, yes, you want to get to this angle where you're basically pointing the flashlight at the catcher, is what I've been told. And you want to create that angle to where you can whip around your hands. But the same problem Dylan Cruz has is the same problem Rock Chalowski has. You get the bat head straight up instead, and now you got to go down, around, and to the ball. And that's the problem here. I think a lot of people, these issues that could be fixed at the youngest age of 18, 19, 17, whatever you get drafted at, 16 sometimes. At those ages, these are fixes that could be fixed. But then you get to college, these small fixes become your natural habits, and your natural habits can either be good or bad. And we see it with so many guys who, they don't ruin anything, but you get so accustomed to, okay, this is what's working in college. And yes, pitchers are, as we said with Mizorowski, elevating so often. They are getting so much better as the years go on. There was no one throwing 105 when I was anywhere near baseball as a kid. There wasn't Division III guys throwing 94 at the closing roll when I was a kid. Now they are. Now we're there. Even at the Division III level, like, we are improving so much every year because the training is getting advanced. The recovery is getting advanced. Like, at Nebraska Wesleyan, all of our pitchers are on strict programs of Armored Heat, which is a recovery thing to prep your arm for after throwing, getting it ready before throwing, everything like that. And it's all this scientific breakdowns of what it is. And it is just so interesting. And I mean, the funniest thing to me too is hitting's always going to be hitting. There's no secret, oh, we'll go do this after you hit. Either you hit the ball, you don't, kid. But anyways, I think it is interesting because the game is developing, the game is advancing, and the game is, whether you like it or not, going to keep getting better. I think it does bring up a debate for if the mound should be moved back, but that's another talk for another day. Probably, I don't think it should. I think that's a dumb take. But regardless, I think the development of kids at such a young age, like Max Clark, just off the rip, you have to deal with this failure. Because I think here's where we're going to lose if these guys are strictly relegated to just being collegiate athletes who have to go pro. You're going to lose the leash. And I'm not saying that Max Clark deserves a long leash or young kids out of high school deserve long leashes like that. But you have that okay, well, you're not there yet. You're 19, we're going to push it off. You're 20, we're going to push it off. You're 21, we're going to push it off. 22, hey, you're what we thought you were going to be. Hey, 23, you're great. Because then you can develop. And obviously, if by 20 they're getting nowhere, okay, then yeah, get them off. We get it. But it's not going to be much better than, oh, you went to college, you were adjusted to college well. Now you're coming in. We can't really develop you from what we're at. Yes, there's always going to be development. That's not what I'm saying, but you can't craft these kids as much because that's the thing. When it comes to what I see in college, guys, and again, I'm not the end all be all, but with college comes around, you get into these habits. You become what you're already known as, what your only identity is. And again, there's great college coaches all over the country. I'm not stupid, but the hands-on development that I would, if it's up to me, the hands-on development I would rather get from a major league camp at the age of 18 is probably going to take me a lot further than what I can do when I'm coming in as a 22-year-old, 21-year-old graduate. But okay, at the youngest, a 20-year-old junior. Like, and it's not that there's going to be guys that are even bad because of that. I just think in preference hindsight, I would rather get developed from the age of 17 to be a major league baseball player by the age I'm 22 versus, okay, now I'm 22. Sure, I've seen a little more competitive pitching. Sure, I've been in the SEC. Sure, and there's going to be some conferences that I think are tailor-made for the MLB more than others, such as the SEC. But that's not going to be the case because if you think about it, you have a team from the Big Ten who you're not facing the most elite arms in the country on a weekly basis like you would in the Big Ten. I mean, in the SEC or even in the Big 12 at times. Like, your development's probably not that much better than a kid who's been in the MLB or at least in the MLB training system for the last couple of years. I don't want them to go away from making these kids developed from high school. I think it makes the game better. I think it grows them. You're going to see issues. You're going to see flaws that stand out because now they're facing some better pitchers than they were in high school. Sure, that's expected. No one's expecting this kid who was just taking Algebra 2 last semester to come in and save the franchise and the program. But you're expecting them to be there in a couple years, and I think you get the hands-on development, you're at a way better spot. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts. That's just real talk. With that being said, we will be taking an earlier break here for our last segment, prepping for that. Going to be a good one to end with, I promise. Tune in for that. Again, this is Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
The crack of the bat. Sizzling concessions. Yeah, that's the sound of summer at Haymarket Park. It's been that way for 25 seasons. And in this city, it's not a matter of if you'll catch a game, it's how many.
Safe.
That's because there's always something in play for Salt Dogs fans. From saluting our troops to Friday night fireworks, your local tradition plays on. Let's show summer how Lincoln celebrates 25 seasons. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Played Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play it against sports at 48th and Vine.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you looking for a place to host company get-togethers, team meetings, or group events? Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the perfect place to host your gathering, with private bays available to meet with clients while you swing the sticks and improve your game. Back Nine Golf offers traditional golf opportunities while also providing fun games and activities available for non-traditional golfers on their top-of-the-line full-swing simulators. Learn about their corporate memberships today and gather your favorite groups together at Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln, just off 14th and Pine Lake Road.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
The headlines, they can lie. The scoreboard, it can mislead. But Rudy, whether you like it or not, will keep it real. Get your dose of reality during Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV on 93.7 The Ticket.
That is right. Welcome back to our final segment here on this fun Friday here. I lied to you guys earlier. I see some clouds now. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was. But at the moment, I wasn't. So I'm not a liar. I just might not be a truther. But anyways, again, with this all being said, it's been a great day and everything involved. And I mean that wholeheartedly, obviously. Because, I was at work. It was a good day at work. There's nothing to be upset about ever when you're working at the Ticket. One thing I would be upset about, though, since I'm working at the Ticket, is that I'm unfortunately not home in San Antonio, which is a bummer in itself. And I take it back. There's nothing wrong about working at the Ticket. But for the sake of wordplay there, one thing I am missing is my mom's birthday today. Back home, obviously. June 26th, my mother's birthday here. So I wanted to give a quick segment shout out here to my mom. For those of y'all who do know, and for those of y'all who have been following my journey very well, whether that's from high school, whether it's family members, whatever it is, whoever's tuned in, first of all, thank you guys. Second of all, y'all know how much my mom means to me and how much I have repeatedly called her my best friend, and I mean that wholeheartedly because she is. And we talked about it on Father's Day on Sunday here on the Ticket when I was on Real Talk. Again, catch me every Sunday. This Sunday's a little different. We'll speak on that right before we wrap things up. But spoke on that, how my mom have to step up in these dual-threaded roles of playing both the mom and the dad for me, making sure everything was good. And I think my favorite thing that used to be one of my most hated things was after baseball games, everybody on the team is going to talk to their dads and getting all this advice and everything like that, which is great. For me, it was always my mom, no matter what. I mean, I didn't have a choice, but it was always my mom. And even if I did have a choice, it would be that choice 10 out of 10 times. And I think the best thing about it is, yes, over the years, there are games that I've had bad games, and there's days I've had great games, and I felt like I was the best hitter in the world. But even on those worst days, no matter what, my mom always had the right things to say. It was never about, oh, you're having a bad game, you're having a bad day. It's baseball. It is what it is. You're going to be fine. We're going to get through it. And I think that was always the biggest lesson she taught me, was that no matter what ever happens, whether it's good, whether it's bad, it's going to happen. Keep moving, but there's no reason to ever hang your head about it, and there's always something you could do about it. And I clearly remember back in high school, I want to say it was probably sophomore year of high school, freshman year, somewhere around that age, where I knew that baseball is what I wanted to do at the collegiate level. She had said, because obviously we did not come from a ton of money, did not have everything that I could have resource-wise, and that's not a bad thing. It definitely made me hungrier for success in that way, so I'm grateful. But I had told her that was the goal. I told her that was the mission, and she said, clearly remember, if that's what you want to do, we'll make it happen. We'll find a way. And I want to say that that's the biggest thing she's ever taught me, is there's always a way to find a way. And I again, love my mother. We've been through a lot, and I would not be the person I am without her. Obviously, my sister as well, and all of my family members included. But I posted on Instagram today, and I said, I hope you're my mother in every lifetime, and I mean that, because you are my best friend. No one really understands me as much as you do. Whether I'm having a good day, whether I'm going through some stuff, whether it's the best day of my life, or whether there's, again, going through some stuff, you always answer the phone calls. You're always there for everything I need. And again, there's a reason I call you my best friend to everybody here, and it's because I do mean that. Sure, I got Duncan, I got other people, cool. But again, no one gets me like you do. Nobody understands me. No one's there for me like you are. Immediately answering my phone calls after every class, answering my phone calls after every practice. So I do want to give a huge shout out to my mother on this June 26th birthday of hers. Not too sure. I'll probably be home next week, so that'll be fun. But either way, would not be the brand I am without you. Would not be here in Lincoln, Nebraska without you. I mean, we found a way to make it work here. And so I just want to say thank you, Mom. I know you're tuned in right now for sure. Love you. Sure, there's more I could say. Regardless, we are running out of time here, unfortunately. But love you. Thank you for everything. Hope you had a great birthday. Hope y'all go make Amory buy you something expensive for dinner. Love you. Thank you for always tuning into every show, never missing a single one. Thank you for being at all of my games. Thank you for watching every game. Thank you for everything you've done for me, everything you're going to do for me, because I know you're never going to stop being a great mom. I'm never going to have that worry in my mind, but I love you with all of my heart. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. This was Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be live from around 2 to 5 on Sunday, 2 to 6 on Sunday. If you want more of me, you know where to find me. Real Talk with Rudy Gres IV here at 93.7 The Ticket. Have a good weekend. Have a good Friday. 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.